time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live, the last Power Hour of April. I'm not at my normal office, so give me a quick thumbs up in the chat. Make sure my audio and video looks okay to everyone. Thank you, Ken. All right, so we got S&P down 33. NASDAQ is down 125. Russell down 18. Dow's down 150. Gold off 0.5%. Silver's down 2.25. Bonds are red. Notes are green. 10-year yield down, up 0.17. Oil down almost 4. Natural gas down 1.5. Soybeans finished red. Wheat and corn green. Euro and the pound are both down about 0.33% or so. Bitcoin down 1.5%. VIX up about 5%, 25.36. That doesn't tell the whole story, though. Kind of a wild ride. Started pre-market, falling, had the employment data, and then the market opened. We kept going, and then we had the core PCE about 30 minutes after the market opened, and we've pretty much been rallying ever since, even though the indices are still red. So that is that. As far as my trades go, BIX, I decided to jump in and just do one tranche, and it got double stopped. So that was fun. As far as my other stuff goes, a little bit red here. On day trades, I had a loss in NVIDIA, a winner in PLTR, and a small scratch in SPY, so plus 690 on my day trades. My swing trades, I've got two. Those calls in PLTR, they are up. The calls that I did in Power Hour yesterday, I closed those out at the open. Not minus 2,200. That was P&L day, but I think I netted like minus 1,500 on those because they were up going into the close. And then I had a 1 DTE. Let me grab my trade steward here. 1 DTE I closed out for minus 420. And then Elmos were going great. Had 1 profit target, 2 profit target, 3 profit target, and then the big ugly pop hit with some massive slippage. So a little bit red on Elmos. So that would have been I'm down about 1,800 on Elmo's net. That is it for me. Chad, how's your day?
Yeah, it's turned around and going pretty good. I was a little conservative in my TLC account today. Let's see. Booked a 1 DTE for 1,200. Just had an Elmo hit profit target. Booked a 1 DTE for 1,200. I had a 2040, and then I closed out my AM Iron Condor. That was a 1635 winner. I had a lunchtime one on, but on the push up, again, I closed it plus 165. So 1,800 for TLC, 1,200 for 1 DTE. So TLC account plus 3,000. My Elmos, it's been up and down. I'm currently don't have any on, and I'm plus what is that? Plus $140 for the day. And I'm about ready to go. I've got my last trade on in my, not my TLC account, but my other account. I'm about ready to go 20, 40, 60 and out on one of those TLC trades. So for the day, let's see, I am in both accounts plus 6,700.
Very nice.
Been good.
So we've got last day of the month today, so I will be doing the end of day Rick, which will launch about 12 minutes before the close. I'm going to fire that on my Tradier account, but I'll set it up and bring it over. It's in my trade plan. If anybody isn't familiar with that, it's on my trade plan sheet. A lot of times the MOC ends up being a big one on the last day of the month, and we get a pretty sizable move as funds rebalance and adjust their portfolios for the end of the month. And so many times ends in a big move in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, price been pretty. Other than now, I lost $1,200 on that spike up. I don't know if you were in any trades.
Yeah, that's the one that I lost 4,800 on an Elmo.
Oh, I lost 1,200. I had two Elmos on, just two contracts each, and lost 1,200.
That little guy right there.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But other than that, man, price action's been pretty good this afternoon, really. That's why I jumped into a TLC trade in my other account, not my. I kind of shut my TLC account down this afternoon. It was just like, I was up 1,800 on two trades, and just felt like I focused on my other account, my smaller account, for a little bit this afternoon, and it's definitely paid off. I don't know that I'll jump in any more Elmos though, even though this price action's tempting.
Yeah, I shut down the Elmos after that little spiky thing. There was some news out about that we happened to maybe kind of reach out to China. Is what I saw. And so I was like, yeah, I'm done with trying to delta neutralize this thing.
Oh yeah, U.S. been proactively reaching out to China. Can you imagine what happens when the deal is actually done?
Could be a nice move. That may have just been another. Let's just float this out here, kind of like we did the fake 90-day pause, see what happens. And then the real one's coming here in a couple days. Oh yeah, that deal announced at 250. That'd be beautiful. Let everybody get in their Ricks. As far as some other stuff, we've got As far as sectors go, we've got consumer staples is green. A couple Chinese stocks are green. Healthcare's a little bit green. Everything else is in the red. They've been just kind of bouncing back between red and green with the flows of the market. As far as individual stocks go, got a handful of greens: Verizon, Pfizer, GME, Kroger, PLTR, PDD, Uber, Walmart, TSM, IBM, BABA, QCOM, AMD, ZS, and Ulta. The rest are red. Weakest, SMCI, which was down 18% this morning. It's bounced a little bit off of its lows. Still down 14%. FSLR also had earnings. Tesla's down almost 4%. Amazon down 3%. Meta down 2.5%. Nvidia down almost 2%. We do have earnings after the bell. I kind of forgot it was last day of the month, so I'm not sure I'll do an earnings play today. Let's see here. So we've got Microsoft, Meta, and Hood and Qualcomm after the bell. Eli Lilly, Roblox, pre-market. MasterCard, McDonald's, pre-market. So I think I'll pass on any earnings plays, but yeah, Tevis, I use the option Omega one to enter it in my Tradier account. I also have it on Trade Steward as well. Which one do you use? Do you use Trade Steward, Tevis? Let's see.
Still get 35 wide.
All right, so there's my last day of the month bot for Trade Steward. And I just manually fire it, so I don't have it set. I mean, it's only once a month, so I just manually do it whenever it's time. I like both, but I've really only used option Omegas for calendars primarily, and double calendars, because I have it linked to, it's linked to Tradier, so that was kind of my designated account for calendar trade. So I haven't done a whole lot of like 0 DTE or BIX or anything like that, but everything I've kind of tested on it works really well. So yeah, it's definitely easy, right? I mean, you got a back test, you just hit create strategy, and there's your bot. You can basically trade anything the back test can. Bitcoin coming down a little bit. I don't know if that little wick in SPY is real or not. Every once in a while it'll give a kind of a fake wick. I don't see the same thing on NASDAQ, so I think it is a little fake one. Got about 30 minutes until the bell.
35 wide.
When I ran the test, Rick, on Trade Steward, it's trading at $10.30. It's not too crazy. It's not too out of line for normal. Got filled at $11, and that's 20 minutes from now. $11 last month. $7.20, $8 the months before. Gotten filled at a little over $5, $6, $3. Some there were some that filled for a little over $2. Well, there's one for $1.45. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely on the upper end of pricey. But we still have 20 minutes. 15. Tomorrow is May 1st. We've got some more employment data, unemployment claims, pre-market. Final manufacturing PMI at 8:45 Central, so 15 minutes after the market opens, and then 30 minutes after the market opens, ISM manufacturing PMI and prices. So last month, the last day of the month, Rick was a loser. February was a winner. January was a loser. December loser. October and February were big winners. Going back to January of 2022, there's only been two instances when there's back-to-back losers. I'm doing whatever version I have on my trade plan sheet. I think it's Fish inspired. But I may have tweaked something. I don't remember. Yeah, it's a rick, not a strangle or straddle. All right, seeing a little pullback in the indices the last 15 minutes.
I was going to guess we go through highs of day by the end of the day. But
Yeah, that's what I would think.
not looking like it, though.
Or lows of day, I don't know.
Yeah, that too.
Either one would work. If you do some back testing, you'll see it actually enhances the performance, adding those wings. Oh, nice, Lando. You gotta subscribe to FanDuel. I think it's like $20 a month or something like that.
What's wrong with Reagan's?
What's that?
I didn't know there was anything wrong with Reagan's.
Yeah, he hurt his groin. Had a
I
little
hate
little
that.
growing strain. Why not lychee?
Shame on you, Landon.
Yeah,
at
really,
that.
dude. You should be ashamed of yourself. I went to my first Royals game of the year this past weekend. Beat the Astros 2-0.
Uh, 2040-16 out on that trade.
Getting a little bounce here. 9 minutes till last day of the month launch.
I'm saying highs of day.
Revenge Elmos. Nice. I did not revenge Elmo. I just took my big slippage and went and cried in the corner. See, I better get my MOC ready to roll. NASDAQ is not too far away from highs of day.
So just a reminder, after the markets close, we get earnings from Microsoft, eBay, and Meta. With Microsoft at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and eBay, Microsoft estimated EPS of $3.21, revenue estimate of $68.48 billion. Then eBay estimated EPS of $1.34 and a revenue estimate of $2.55 billion. Then Meta at 4
No, I'll still let it go, Kelvin.
EPS estimate of $5.25 and a revenue estimate
Backtest doesn't have a MOC built into it. Five minutes till go time. It's starting to creep up there, like it wants to blow the top off.
Order filled.
Okay, yeah, when I checked, mine was at 10, so already down to 780. So it's gotten a little cheaper. All right, I'm going to go ahead and launch, make sure this bot is working okay. No fill yet. All right, here's what I'm in. I am long the 55.30 and 55.40. Filled at 10.15. All right, let's do this. Here's the visual.
1 minute until we get the market on close imbalance.
1 minute till MOC. Let's go 8 billion buy side. What do you guys think? It's moving. She's a moving. It's us, people's man. It's us. We got them early. we know their tricks now. You start getting that momentum. The roof is about to come off.
Less than 10 seconds. Market on
Dow
close
goes green.
imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 2.9 billion. NASDAQ
2.9 billion.
buy side 1.3
Buy side.
billion. Dow 30 buy side 1 billion. And Mag 7 buy side 1 billion.
I was hoping for a little bit more, but I'll take it. NASDAQ and S&P about to go green. Dow is green. My max profit, if we expire above 55.70, my max profit's 9,925.
What's your risk on that?
A little over 5K. So that's how I enter it, is in Option Omega. I'm able to, it just enters the number of contracts based on the risk that I allocate, which was 5,000. So currently up about 4,000. And it depends on the pricing. Like I've had, 5,000 of risk, and I'll have like 20 some thousand of max profit sometimes. In lower periods of volatility when their options are cheaper. SPX is green, baby. NASDAQ is green. Let's get greener. Five points away from my max. It's got to expire there, but at the money butterflies, still pretty cheap.
Keeping an eye on the S&P 500, returning positive late. Last up 0.1%, Dow up about 0.4%, and Nasdaq at down 0.3%.
Okay, I'm in max profit territory. If we can just shut it down right now, that'd be good.
$140-point move from the lows of day. And counting.
Hold your head up. S&P right at yesterday's high. Nasdaq just below. Hold your head up.
So this is with the Nasdaq up about 0.3%.
Got to finish green here, boys and girls. SPX sitting right around that 55.70, just under. Well, if I closed it now, I could close it for about 7,000. I'm just saying it's above, it's at 55.70, which if it expires here, that would be good for almost 10,000. A little pause before it popped back up. Up to 75. Oh, my PLTR is popping as well. Up up about 1,000 on those PLTR calls. See what Tesla's doing. I got shaken out of those this morning. I'm sure it's ripping. I think they'd still be red, but
So Nasdaq turns higher. Last up 0.1%.
up above 80. Got a 10-point cushion. 3 minutes to go. Yeah, I bought a few little MES futures. Those are little 5 lots up over 1,000. Back to 75.
So just a reminder then, in about 10 minutes time we get earnings from Microsoft and eBay. Microsoft EPS estimate for their earnings for Q3 2025. EPS estimate of $3.21, revenue estimate of $68.48 billion. Then eBay for their earnings for the Q1 2020.
Hold your head up. You got more work to do here. Got to stay above 70. Currently at 72. I felt better about when we were up at 80. About 90 seconds. Yeah, I just do it with a bot matrix. I shared the Trade Steward bot if you have a Trade Steward. But it's just a reverse iron condor. You're buying the strikes closest to the money. So I bought the 30 puts and the 40 calls, and then you're selling the wings. So it's the reverse of a normal iron condor. So I just pushed a button, is how I executed it. I said, trade. And the bot did the rest. $55.71, 30 seconds. Stay above 70, baby. You can do it. So it's right at 70. Come on. Don't down tick me. I want max, not a penny less. Not 69. 67. Just trying to give some back. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, man, 62. Oh, this thing's jumping all over the place. It's taking a little bit to settle. A little markup. Still jumpy. Still a little jumpy after the bell. Oh, that's SPY. SPX. Well, SPX is still moving a little bit. Looks like 5568.89. 5568.91. Still moving. 5568.92. It's going to be almost max. Just couldn't give me max. Just couldn't do it. But it's pretty close. It looks like I'll make around a little over 9,400. Just couldn't quite give me max. All right, all. That's a wrap. Oh, 6902. SPY is moving up. I guess let's see what Microsoft is doing. Ooh, Microsoft is popping. Microsoft. Who else? Who else did I say? Meta. Meta is up, but not a whole lot of movement yet. eBay is doing nothing. Hood moving up a little bit after hours, and Qualcomm QCOM is down. $55.69.06. All right, that is a wrap. Well, last day of the month, saved the day. I was red, turned me green. I like it. All right, all. Take care. Have a good night. As far as live streams go, tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday, May 1st. Thursday, May 1st. It'll be Chad. Chad's streaming at the open for day trading. Everybody have a good night. Talk to you soon. Have a great night. Cheers.